Hey everyone, we are Tony and Sonia, and after more than 20 years of teaching, we finally decided we'd had enough and it was time for some adventure. So we quit our jobs, rented out our house and sold pretty much everything we owned. And while most midlife crises end up with a sports car, we bought a narrowboat called Kimberley-Jo. And along with our newest crew member Willow, we travel all over the UK's stunning and beautiful canal network. It'd be great if you came along and joined us on Same Ship, Different Day.
Well, we really enjoyed our stay at Trevor, but now it's time to set off for our ultimate destination, Llangollen.
Not had enough sleep and it's cold.
Oh, what do you think of those apples?
He's getting up at the same time as me and it's really annoying.
This has already happened. But I've really enjoyed being in Trevor.
Over and out. Giving it the big X Factor X at me. I'm going to go straight to the pub.
Pretty soon it'll be full steam ahead. Llangollen, or the Llangollen.
To Llangollen. Llangollen. Llangollen to Llangollen. Llangollen.
Llangollen.
Llangollen.
Llangollen, umbrella.
Nice.
Llangollen, or however you want to say it, Llangollen.
Llangollen.
Just say how it's spelled, Llangollen. So while we've been in the Trevor Basin, this has become part of Sonia's little routine. We take the dog for a walk, and on the way back, we are just under the bridge there, literally just under that bridge. And she stops off here, the little narrowboat kitchen on Capricious. Then gets herself a nice cup of coffee. Not bad, eh? Just over there is the Telford Inn, and that little cottage I'm just showing you there, right in the middle of the picture, that was built, and Thomas Telford and the other bloke, sorry, I should know more about him, but the other bloke, they both lived in it, and it was where the people building the canals came to pick up their wages.
I've got iced lemon cake and a latte. It's one of the best coffees I've had on the network. So yeah, check them out. If you see them on your journey, stop and get some food and drink from them. It's all freshly baked on the boat. There you go, that's my order from today. Thank you so much, Leslie and Andy. Welcome. Nice to have met you both.
So for us it's very early, we even set an alarm. We did stay in bed for another hour after the alarm went off, but we won't talk about that. We're still here in the basin, as you can see. The funny thing about here is, as you come off the aqueduct, it looks like straight on is Llangollen, but really it's a little left under a tiny bridge. You'd never know it unless you'd already sort of prepared. So since we've been here, the amount of boats that just come down here and then get to just like outside our boat here and realise it's a dead end, and then turning around is a nightmare because often they've only just got their boat. So yeah, loads of people miss the turning for the Llangollen. It's quite funny. Or the Llangollen, as I've been told. But loads of people miss that turning, and we just see them, like all of a sudden you see that look on their face where they suddenly realise that the canal ends and they're going to have to go back for a really narrow bit, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, we're off to Llangollen today. Like I say, we're up early because we want to get ahead of the other people. It's raining this morning, so I think we'll probably still be ahead of everybody, and get down there and see what we can find. It's early morning, right, Sonia? I'm not a morning person, neither is Sonia.
I am a morning person normally, but I've just not had enough sleep and it's cold.
Come on, pet the dog, see if it makes you feel happier.
I need my real dog.
Go on, pat, pat. There we go, there, a little smile, see?
Cold was horrible.
Right, so we've now got a little manoeuvre here. We actually helped another boat the other day and it went absolutely perfectly, so you just know that now we're doing it, it's going to be a disaster. So basically Sonia's got to reverse back out, and then I hold on to the front and Sonia takes the back round. You can see it's just happening, slowly coming round. So again, I've got the front, Sonia's going forward, but because the front can't go anywhere, the back just comes on round. Now we're onto the bit we want to be on, which is this straight bit here. Now with me pulling, Sonia getting the engine, two becomes one, as the Spice Girls would say. I can now just pull the front round and we've done it in one go. Oh, what do you think of those apples? So yeah, the amount of boats have come down here and then they get to that bit at the end and they're just like, oh god, and they've got to reverse all the way back up there. Nice on. How good was that? That was almost like we knew what we were doing. So the actual turn is just over there under that bridge. And it's not an easy turn. If you've got a big boat, we've walked along now, and getting through on a big boat must be tough. Because the canal is kind of straight in one direction, then you have to turn at the last second. Honestly, if you picked up a narrowboat and you do the aqueduct, you then go the wrong way, you then have to go under this bridge. You could hate narrowboating within about 10 minutes of starting. So there's the aqueduct right there. And like I say, the view you get as you come in is that. So it looks like that's the canal. But that's the canal. Good news is, not seeing any boats yet. Sonia purposely went slightly past it because she knew you have to kind of go back on yourself. But marvellous. Here we go. On to the last bit of the Llangollen. I'm not confident I'm saying that right, but I'm having a go. Sonia's rocking the woolly hat this morning.
1st of October, people. The hat comes out. And it's time to keep me warm. Right, bouncy, bouncy.
That's right, you can't not bounce through this bit. And welcome to a new vlog. We've just started this journey. As you saw, great manoeuvring from Sonia this morning. She may be a grouch, maybe a grouch in the morning,
no,
but
I'm not a grouch in the morning, right? What's happening lately is he's getting up at the same time as me, and it's really annoying. No, I just haven't had enough sleep over the last couple of days.
No. Well, so she goes back, does a babysitting, so it's like about a 3.5 hour journey each way. Gets back about 8ish on a Monday night. So yeah, Tuesdays I try and tiptoe around her a little bit.
You don't tiptoe around me at all, I wish you did.
Yeah, we're heading off to Llangollen.
Yes.
It's the only thing we're cruising on a narrowboat sometimes. So there's a 2-day mooring outside the marina, and then outside the basin, sorry. Then inside the basin there's 2-day moorings and there's 5-day moorings. You do have to pay for the ones in the basin, but you get your electricity and all that kind of stuff. Is just very nice. We want to be there for at least 5 days. Preferably, we'd like to do the 9 days. So for that to happen, we have to get a spot outside the basin for 2 days. We have to go in and get one of the 2 5-day moorings, and then we need to come back out again and go back into the 2-day moorings. The nightmare would be, we go there, the 2-day moorings outside are full, so we can't use them. We have to go into the basin, 5-day moorings are taken, so we have to use the 2-day one, and then we turn around and don't get a 2-day one. We've only been there for 2 days. So there is a scenario where all this is going to seem a little bit like, oh God, no.
But it might not. It is October, and yeah. I think the holiday boats all tend to, well, they don't all, to be fair. They're quite busy at weekends, so hopefully that everyone's been to Llangollen, and because we're going midweek, it'll be easier.
Yeah, I mean, we're hopeful, put it that way, we are hopeful.
People have been saying it's not been that busy,
no.
So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Exactly, so fingers crossed for us people, although it's a bit late because this has already happened.
We've got the narrows, and they are exactly what it says on the packet. They narrow down. So Tony and Willow, there they go. Don't know if you can see them. They're going down to check that there's nothing coming. It's one-way traffic, so anyone at the other end of the narrows, Tony will stop, and then I'll go through. But we've got walkie-talkies. So we've got walkie-talkies, so we can communicate because... Oh, I can't. Oh, he's talking to me. What'd you say?
I can see right down to the bend, no boats so far.
Cool. Okay, just got to stop them from coming in. Over and out. So you can see why it's important to send someone forward. There is a boat coming, so Tony's going to stand down there.
What's the chances?
I know, all morning, not one boat, and the minute we get to the Narrows, there's a boat. But hopefully it's come out of the basin, so win-win. So there's a boat coming. As Tony says, what are the chances? We've not seen a boat moving all day, but the minute we get to the Narrows and it is peeing down with rain, there's a boat coming. So I'm just going to wait here for the boat to come through. They didn't send any crew forward. So I'm going to pull into the passing point, forgive the misty lens, it's raining. It's persisting down. But no boats all morning, and then 2 boats in the Narrows. They're going mighty fast actually. I'm going to pull into the passing point, which is marked here, and let them go past me. So the passing point is marked by these 2 white posts, and we're going in. I say, don't see a boat all day, and then 2 in the Narrows.
That's a big 10-4, big buddy. Smokey's got your back.
Well done. That's right, thank you. Go, 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 go. It's hilarious. So, all the way from Trevor to Llangollen, 4.5 miles, no boats, except for the 5 boats that we've seen, and they've all been in the Narrows. 2 on the first set of Narrows, and there are 3 boats coming on this set of Narrows. So I've just been warned by, I thought something was wrong. She's running down the towpath, waving her arms, giving it the big X Factor X at me. I'm going, oh, are you okay? She says, oh, my boat's coming through. Bless her, she was so like worried that I was going to go into the Narrows without her, but she didn't realise Tony had gone ahead for me anyway, or we had someone ahead anyway, and he hadn't seen anyone yet. But yeah, just waiting for 3 boats to come for us.
Still clear, still no more boats.
These walkie-talkies, he's loving them. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here. It stopped raining, thank goodness. It is what it is. Drifted all over the canal now because of the flow. It is what it is with the rain. We really wanted just to get into Llangollen today and have as much time as we possibly could. So yeah, we're just not prepared for winter, I think, at the moment. Tony did his winter clothes switch over yesterday. I've still got to do mine. But coats-wise, we're a bit lacking. I wanted a new coat for this winter, so I have to go out and go shopping. Bit of retail therapy coming my way. Apparently there's like an outdoorsy type shop in Llangollen. Maybe we'll go and have a look in there, see what they've got. They should have the real deal, the gear that you need to stay warm on the back of a boat. Anyway, just waiting for these 3 boats. It's taking them forever. But hey ho, won't be long now. Boat number 4 of 5 in the Narrows. So apparently Tony's spotted a lovely mooring for us when we get to Llangollen, so... Llangollen, don't know. Tony spotted a lovely mooring for us when we get to Llangollen, so all good. Right, I've got to bring the boat over a little bit. Yeah, he's got a nice mooring for us. Water and electricity on that pontoon, so we're all good. And this is the last boat in this set of Narrows. So we are creeping forward, people. Creeping forward.
Right, so we're all moored up. This is literally 2 minutes into Llangollen from here. Willow, what you got?
A ball.
Oh, cool. Literally 2 minutes into Llangollen, and these here, just here, is electricity and water. Which you can tell we're very pleased about. So all we're going to do is we've got a couple of days here, and then we're going to move into the basin, hopefully get a 5-dayer in the basin. I've just gone around the corner, and I'm really looking forward to Sonia walking around with me, because I have been here before, but years ago. I'm really looking forward to that. Sonia just throwing the walkie-talkie around. That's what she does. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of lunch, and then we'll have a proper explore. And this is the view I was talking about. Literally just a walk along the canal, about 20 seconds, and you see the whole of Llangollen spread out in front of you. It meant we had to go in for a visit.
So here we are in the old mill, or the mill, in Llangollen, and this is the old miller's wheel that goes straight into the River Dee. It has a long and varied history, and this is a great little nook to have your cup of coffee or your beer in. We've just seen our first ever dipper in the water, hunting for food.
It wasn't a big dipper.
No, it was a little dipper. Well, cheers everyone.
Cheers everyone.
We've made it to Llangollen. Llangollen. And we're just enjoying a pint over the River Dee.
Cheers people.
Cheers. So today's excursion, off to Horseshoe Falls. So here we are at the wharf, and they have the horse-drawn barges that go up and down the canal, and Dakota's on duty today. So here are the horse-drawn barges. It's proper reasonable as well. It's like a 45-minute trip down to Horseshoe Falls. I think they go all the way down there. I think it's £10 per person for an adult. So we're taking a walk to Horseshoe Falls this morning, and on the way we get to pass this, the Chain Bridge. And there's a hotel just here. That is just beautiful, isn't it? And then with the viaducts behind it. So here we are at Horseshoe Falls. Thomas Telford's and William Jessop's magnificent feat of engineering, which uses the water from the Dee to fill the canal. And Willow's just found herself a big patch of grass. That's how it works. That's how it feeds.
Oh wow.
So that's where it goes into the meter house. Yuck. But it was all designed to make sure that the water levels on the River Dee didn't drop too low in the summer. So the Horseshoe Falls is a J-shaped weir that directs the water into the meter house, into the Shropshireunion. Well ahead of his time, and apparently Telford had no experience of waterways before he was appointed by the Ellesmere Canal Society, and that it was to make his name basically. He became a well-renowned engineer.
And on the way back, our luck was in as we got to see Dakota doing her day job, or his day job.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Let's give her some treats for that.
So that hill just up there, with the building they never finished, is our destination. That once happened to me. We went on a school journey to a place called Latestnarrowboat Villa, which is an old Roman villa, and one of the kids looked really disappointed when we got there, and I was like, what's wrong? And he went, we've come all this way, they've not even finished it yet. So the idea is we're going to walk to the top of that, then come down and go to the pub. What we voted at the moment, son?
I'll go straight to the pub.
Barely started up the hill yet.
I feel like I'm dying.
Oh, a bit of a different bell.
On the hill are the striking ruins of the medieval castle, built by the ruler Prince Grufford in the 1260s. It was much admired, for there is no stronger castle in all of Wales, nor is England a greater, from Henry de Lacy. It had a short life, being burnt by its Welsh defenders in 1277 in the face of the threatened English attack by supporters of Edward I. It was used briefly by English forces but finally abandoned in 1282.
I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but Sonia's going to use her Russian
To point Castell, according to the pub, the Telford.
This is just Sonia fighting gravity. Those arms to stop gravity.
the difficulties of getting hair done, and today I'm having my hair done because we're in a place for a bit of time. It means I can have the patch test, get the colour done and get my hair cut, which is in desperate need. So that's one of the luxuries of being in a spot for a few days, and one of the difficulties of being on a boat. Oh, good morning, and here we are. Is it good afternoon? It's afternoon now.
It's afternoon, yeah.
Good
Just
afternoon.
12.
We are on the train.
Yeah.
In?
At Llangollen, Umbrella.
Nice. It takes us to Corwen apparently, but we're looking forward to seeing some stunning views. But we're on the steam train.
And we're just waiting. I think it's due to go any minute now. So pretty soon it'll be full steam ahead. So yeah, we'll take some videos along the way, see if we get to see anything really good sights. But already the sights just looking out onto
onto the River Dee from here is cool. Look. There you go, that's what we can see from our window right now. So come along with us. I was waiting for Tony to do it, but he didn't do it. He didn't pick up the
Come along
cues.
with us, yeah?
Come along.
So come along with us.
Join us.
Come along with us.
Still trying to eat my lunch. Sound from the past, isn't it? Those doors shutting. Here we are in Corwen.
Yeah, you ask a ticket master how long we got.
Roughly.
Roughly 24 minutes.
I think we're most glad to get off. Ladies' room. Very nice.
I don't need it yet. It's not.
Yeah. Just under there is the chain bridge, and in World War I, people, young men from the village in the hills, crossed that bridge to get to this station over here. And for many, Berwyn station, and for many, that was the last trip they made. How sad. Such a sad story.
I'm just returning back into Llangollen train station.
Didn't get a chance to see it because we was in such a rush getting onto the train. Didn't really get a chance to see the station. Yeah, it's beautiful. Eyes look like that.
And this tea room massively reminds us of the Harry Potter tea room. So we're going to check it out when we get back, see if it's the same one. As you've seen, we've been treating this as a little bit of a holiday. Now, to be fair, most of our life still feels like a bit of a holiday on the boat, but this time we've kind of tried to do things here as much as possible, some of the touristy things we normally wouldn't bother doing. So it's been brilliant, yeah, really fantastic. Okay, just to fill you in on these moorings. We went down to pay. We thought these were like the 2-day ones. We might have to go to the basin, like we've already explained. We didn't really have a clue what we was going to end up doing or how long we could stay. So we went up there, and they were like, well, it's really quiet, so basically how long do you want to stay for? So we've been here a week. Even here, although we're not in the basin, it's £13 a night, so it's a little bit like being in a marina, but actually being outside, and I'm not kidding, it's like a 2-minute walk and you're into Llangollen itself. These little meters that you can see in the background there are fantastic, so you get all your water there. The electricity is free, so you pay £13, but electricity is absolutely free, so we've taken full advantage of that. We've charged everything that needs charging. We leave the lights on all day, not really, but we have charged everything that needs charging. So the power bank's all ready for when we go. We've washed everything on the boat, absolutely everything. If it can be washed, it's gone in the washing machine. So yeah, that's all been done. But to give you an example, there are probably about 20 of these all the way along here, these like meter things, and there's only 3 boats, and one of them, luckily or unluckily, however you want to put it, it's broken down, but it's broken down right outside the L-sand point, right outside the toilet, with free electricity and water. So I would be rushing to get my boat fixed. If I was they're concerned, the longer we stay the better, because we're not taking anyone's space. There's stacks here. The basin's space for 30 boats. I think the most we've seen in there has been 6 all week. If you do come here and you don't want to pay, back in that direction, I just took the dog for a walk down there, and probably about a 10-minute walk away, there's moorings for probably about 5 or 6 boats down there as well. Like they're pins, there's a couple of rings there, pins, but you get some nice views down there as well. So as long as you're able to walk in, it's a pretty good spot. It's our last night in Llangollen, or Llangollen, or however you want to say it, Llangollen. Just say how it's spelled, Llangollen. So it's our last night here. We've cozy on down. It's the first day it's rained really, so it's been a bit of a rainy day. So we put the fire on. We're on the sofa. Probably just Willow's trying to get in the shot. Here she is, trying to climb on top of us.
Soaking wet.
As always, thanks for watching.
Yes, thanks for everything you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the bell icon if you want to be notified.
Yep. Tune in next week when you see us again going back over 2 aqueducts, hopefully without too much drama this time.
Well, I'm just going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and let's be honest, it's going to be funny watching Sonia doing it again anyway.
I don't want to do it again. Got to though.
Right.
Anyway, bye.
Bye for now.
Thanks again for watching this week's vlog. If you click the box on the left, you get taken to some random YouTube recommendation video. If you click the box on the right, you go to our playlist of all our vlogs in order. And if you click the circle, you get to subscribe to our channel. And remember, that is completely free.